2 weeks ago during Homegrown, we showed you how to make a designer container garden mainly for looks. Well, this week we're tackling edible container gardening, and it turns out it's very similar. Here are some tips from landscape design artist at Dream Gardens, Scott Drucker. Whether you have a green thumb or a brown thumb, Scott says anyone can make a successful and tasty edible container garden. First, find a lightweight container and make sure there's at least one drainage hole. If you have an old terracotta pot, break it up at the bottom. Then add a layer of gravel and moisture-retentive soil. Now for the fun part. Remember 3 words: thriller, filler, and spiller.
You want to find something that'll be your centerpiece, or some people call it the thriller, the larger centerpiece.
Scott recommends a tomato or pepper plant because they are big and grow vertically.
Then you want your filler plants, so something that's mounding. We have a lot of nice herbs here, like your sage. This is an evergreen sage.
Other good filler options include lavender, rosemary, or pansies. Make sure to look for the edible lavender because not all kinds are. You can eat pansies.
And you can buy, like, this is radicchio.
And this would be
an edible filler.
Okay.
And this could go around the centerpiece.
Scott recommends buying aromatic fillers, especially herbs, because the odor will keep insects off the thriller. He says tomato plants are often insect magnets. As for the spillers, Scott says you can use something non-edible like ivy. Edible container gardens require a bit more love.
Stick your finger in the soil, and if it's all the way dry, you're going to need to water it. You don't want to let tomatoes get bone dry, though. You want to keep them well hydrated to get the best fruit.
And remember, edible plants need sun.
Definitely when you're doing an edible planter, you need at least, I'd say at least 6 to 8 hours of sunlight a day, and the more the better.
And Scott says it's very important to pick out a perfect spot for your edible container garden. He says it's very unusual that you get a shade plant that successfully produces fruit.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks like today would be a great day to kind of start that, huh?
Yes, you might want to be able to get going on that.
Yeah.